All right, everybody. We are live. Let's see here. Let's make sure we got everything going smoothly. All right. Let's see. Let's see who we get. Yep, we are live. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. I know this is like really last minute, but yep, you are first, Metal Matt. Welcome. I always say Metal Mate, no matter what. Even though I know it's Matt, I always say it's Metal Mate. I always say Metal Mate first, and then I correct myself and say Metal Matt. So funny. Welcome, Metal Matt. Glad you could make it to the live stream, bud. Glad you could make it to join us. How is your evening going so far, my friend? Hope it's going well. LOL, it's all good. Looking forward to what you got in tap tonight. Well, we're just going to be hanging out, having a good old time here. Chilling and talking with y'all. But yeah, my Monday evening's going pretty well. We had pretty good weather down here in the south. Not too much rain or anything. I've heard a lot of people have had tornadoes and stuff. Are you anywhere near all that stuff going on, Metal Mate? Or are you far away from that and pretty safe? Far away in New Hampshire. Okay, well, that's good. That's good, Metal Matt. Hey, do you ever make it out to Yankee Stacking's coin store, LCS? Or is that too far from you? I know that's a small state, but I'm sure there's at least some distance depending on where you're at in that state. Hey, Shadow Work, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it out tonight, my friend. Greetings from town, USA. Very nice indeed. Glad you can make it, Shadow Work. Thanks for popping in here, bud. And thanks for being a loyal member of the Gold Bee Squad and a loyal moderator of my channel. I do greatly appreciate all the work you put in, hopping in the live streams and, moderating the chat. Hey, Niels Hahn, welcome. Yes, indeed. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium for sure. Be sure to do that because you don't want to miss the boat once it leaves the harbor, or the train when it leaves the station, or the plane when it leaves the airport. Whatever mode of transportation your fancy is. But yeah, we're going to have us a good little live stream here, just chilling and hanging out. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Yes, for sure. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Niels Hahn. Greatly appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, if y'all could just hit that like button. If you're on the computer, it's just normal like button. If you're on the phone, you just hold the screen and hit the like. Really helps me out a whole bunch, and I greatly appreciate it. That is 6 minutes away, and the coin and stamp shop is local. LCS made a visit. Very nice, Metal Matt. Very nice. Very cool. I'd like to head up there one day, but that's quite a bit of ways from me down here in the south. So I don't know when I'll make it up to New Hampshire, but maybe one day. Who knows? Who knows? He's got some crazy stories on there. He's got crazy people. Like one of his videos, he had some guy from Mississippi go up there. I was like, oh man, that's crazy. But that's pretty cool, though, that you're able to visit that shop and see what he's all about. He seems like a really cool, genuine guy. Hey, Metal Matt, I know he's not big on platinum, though. Do they ever have platinum in their shop? In that shop, Metal Matt? Have you ever seen it there? Let me know, because every time I post that question to Yankee and when he's doing like an interview or something, the guy always says, no, I don't really buy or sell platinum. I'm like, ugh, you're driving me nuts. I wonder what percentage of stackers hold platinum. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, not very many. Shadow work, a lot of people stick to gold and silver. I don't really know why that is. I guess they just prefer having that metal because it's just so old and historic that's what works for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a hater of gold and silver, but I do think it's smart to have all three if you can. Personally, I think that's the best play to make, and that's the best bet you can make, really. Their loss, if they don't have any. Yep, indeed, their loss, Niels Hahn. For sure, for sure. They'll be wishing they had at least a little bit, you know. They surely will. I mean, I never suggest it be all of anyone's stack, but they'll be wishing they had some. For sure, for sure. Neil knows. Yes, he does. Neil does know. I'm a fan of Yankee, and Tim is as seen on TV. I've seen platinum in his shop. He had some last week, but not popular. Ah, I gotcha. I gotcha. That makes sense. He probably just gets it every now and again from people bringing it in or something. Probably doesn't order it in bulk or anything. Which makes sense. A lot of LCSs don't. But, you know, a lot of people say my LCS doesn't buy platinum. I'm like, where is your LCS at, man? Like, who is this? Why would you not buy it? It has a value regardless of what you think the value is. It has a value. And I would think LCSs are in the business of buying and selling, so they should be able to buy it and then sell it and make a profit and not worry about what their own personal opinions are of it. But that's just my take on the matter. All right. Platinum is critical for a complete precious metal portfolio. I agree, Shadow Work. I really, really do. The time to buy it is when no one wants it, in my opinion. I agree on that, too. Niels Hahn. All right, let's see. Let's do a poll here. Let's see. Start a poll. What should I ask? I don't know. Let's see. What should I ask? Homestead Aquarius. Hey, Homestead. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, bud. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And thanks for being a member of the Platinum Beast or Gold Beast squad. I appreciate that as well. Hope you're doing well over there in Alabama, Homestead. You didn't get hit by those tornadoes, did you? I don't think they made it all the way to Alabama. I think it went up through Texas and Kansas and stuff, I think. So I don't think it made it to Alabama. I've been working on a 1/10 ounce Britannias. Tim did not have any. Oh, man. Well, at least there's always online, Middle Matt. There is always online. Hey, Jamail Burks from California. Wow. I don't think you've joined one of our live streams before, so welcome, my friend. I greatly appreciate you hopping in here. That's super, super cool. All the way from California, huh? Well, I'm down here in the southeast on the East Coast, and I am a long way away from you, my friend. But thank you for popping in the live stream. I greatly appreciate you hopping in here and saying hello and welcome. And if this is your first live stream you've been a part of, welcome on that front as well. Arc Silver in Northern California. Yep. Oh, you're in Northern California, Niels Hahn. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, Arc Silver is where you got to get some crystallized osmium and platinum and all that good stuff. Truly nationwide, Platinum Beast. Yep, nationwide, from coast to coast, from north to south. We got the north in here, we got the west in here, we got the south in here. I reckon we just need some Midwest. We need somebody from the Midwest if we're going off of the U.S. Census Bureau and what they classify the 4 different parts of America being. West, Midwest, South, North. That's what we got. So we just need a Midwesterner. We need a Wisconsin? What's a Wisconsinian? How do you even say that? A Wisconsin? It's got to be Wisconsin, right? Let me know in the chat. Hey, Jay. I'm stacking Platinum Eagles because I heard rumor is the U.S. Mint will not be minting anymore. Business strike Platinum. Yeah, that's what I've heard too. That's what the rumor's been, man. That's what a lot of people are talking about. A lot of people are saying that the U.S. Mint is not going to be minting any more Platinum Eagles. So definitely pick some up if you find some for a good deal. Now that is a rumor. The U.S. Mint could always change its mind at some point. But yeah, that's the rumor. Rumor has it that they're not making business strikes anymore. They'll continue making the proofs, I think. They're pretty popular. But the business strikes, they might come to an end, at least for a little while. All right. Man, we got some good people popping in here. Does SATX count? What is SATX, A&L Futures? What is that? Nailed it. Wisconsin. Is it Wisconsin? Is that it? Shadow work? Did I nail it? Greetings from Cologne, Germany. Wow. All the way across the pond. Hey, Cow MH Gin. I'm just going to call you Cow, my friend. But thank you for hopping in here, Cow. I greatly appreciate you hopping in the live stream. Funny little tidbit about Germany. We got a little town down in Georgia called Helen, Georgia. It's basically meant to be like a little German town. And I was just there a few weeks back, and it's a pretty cool little place. It's a tourist trap. It is. It really, really is. But at the same time, it's a pretty cool little neat place. They built the buildings like an old Bavarian style, and they got some nice little shops and food and stuff you can get up there. So it's pretty cool. But thank you for hopping in here, Cow. I greatly appreciate you, my friend. Hope you're doing well over there in Germany. Hope all is well. What's stacking platinum like in Germany? Are you able to get it over there? I don't really know how it works in Europe. I know in the UK they have platinum, but that's because the Royal Mint mints platinum. But in Germany, I don't really know what's available or what's there. So let me know. Yo from Wisconsin. There we go. There we go. We did it. Black Belt Woodcraft from Wisconsin. We now have a Midwesterner, a Southerner, a couple Southerners, me and Homestead, Westerners, Northerners. We got people from Germany. We got people from all over the world here. That is so crazy. Welcome to 2024, where you can reach the entire world just by doing live streams on YouTube. Incredible. You have Braunfels, little Germany-like town feel here in SATX. Ah, very cool. Very cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, our little Germany town is called Helen, Georgia. It's a little hidden gem off the beaten path. It's not off any major interstate. I really don't know why they built it up there. I mean, I looked up the history of it, and apparently it used to be a mining town. I think with the gold rush and stuff. It's not far outside of Dahlonega, where there used to be a U.S. Mint, actually, back when they were making gold coins. And I've been to Dahlonega many times, but right north of Dahlonega is Helen, Georgia. And I think they built the town and made it like a touristy place because they needed a reason for people to go there. And the town was kind of dying off, so industry was dying. So I think that's why they built it there. But it's kind of interesting because it's not off any major interstate. So it's a hike to get up there because it's all back roads and stuff, country drive kind of thing through the Blue Ridge foothills and whatnot. But it's kind of cool. Hi, y'all. Hey, Black Belt Woodcraft, welcome. All right, Black Belt, if you're from Wisconsin, is it Wisconsin? Is that what you're called? Is that what you call yourselves? Wisconsins or Wisconsinans? Like, what's the correct term? I'm kind of curious. Platinum Beasts around the globe. Yep. Shadow work. We are reaching people all around the world. For sure. For sure. It looks better than diamonds. Yeah, I think crystallized osmium is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I've watched some of your videos, Niels Hahn, and man, that stuff is cool looking. And I've checked out Arc Silver, and that's just a really cool metal. I think that'd be pretty cool to have something like a round type thing of it. Maybe one day. We'll see. We'll see. We will have to see. I definitely got to build back up the platinum stack. Not quite where I want to be on that front yet, but maybe we will get there one day. All right. I saw the gold to platinum ratio is at an all-time high. Yeah, it is. It is. It's about two and a half times platinum. It's insane. It is insane stuff. To me, that says platinum's the buy. To others, that says platinum's worthless. I don't really know. I think it's a buy, though. For sure, for sure. Ordering 42 millimeter squares in 2 weeks. Very nice, Niels Hahn. That'll be a great addition to your crystallized osmium stack. For sure, man. That'll be solid, solid, solid. All right, we got about 22 people watching the live stream right now. Be sure to do me a huge, huge favor and hit that like button. If you're on the cell phone, all you got to do is hold the screen and hit the like button or hit the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner. And if you're on the computer, it's just down below as normal. So thanks for hitting that like button. Really helps me out a whole bunch. JM Bullion had silver Britannias for $1.99 over spot. Solid. That's a real solid price. That's not bad at all. Let me see. What did Black Belt say? Message redacted. I saw the gold to platinum. Yep. I really want to know, Black Belt, though, is Wisconsin, are they called Wisconsins or are they called Wisconsinians? What is the correct reference to Wisconsins? I really want to know. In Germany, we unfortunately have to pay 19% VAT. Man, that VAT is so killer, cow. Are y'all VAT exempt on just gold like the UK? Like, do you only not have to pay VAT if you're buying gold? Because that's so frustrating, man. That just adds premium for no real reason. And this stuff has monetary value, right? This 1/10 Britannia is valued at 10 pounds. It's got 10 pounds printed on it. So why is it not money? Why is it just a expense, right? Why does it get taxed? It doesn't make any sense to me. At the very least, coins shouldn't have a VAT because you're trading money for money. Wisconsinites, it might be Wisconsinites. I don't really know. Metal Matt. Are they called Wisconsinites? Let's see here. What value does the tax add? Yeah, right? Like what like it's just the government wanting to take your money and de-incentivize investing is really what it is. It's the same thing with just really any sales tax on something that like you need. Like they're going to sales tax food. It's like, what? So I got to buy garbage food instead of buying healthy food because healthy food's already expensive and you're going to add tax on top of that. It's like, dang. I mean, I get that taxes are needed to provide services, police, fire, emergency medical, roads, schools, all that stuff, but dang. I mean, don't de-incentivize purchasing. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It is profit for the government. Yep, it's profit for the government. And it's profit for the government to waste. Because as we know, they waste over half the money at least that they get on just dumb stuff. No matter what party you're in, both sides of the government really kind of waste money. So it's a never-ending cycle. And in America, that debt clock, that's just, it's so rough to look at. I hate looking at it. I know it exists, but I hate looking at it. We give touch to the Taliban? What? Name here. What you talking about, name here? No tax on it here in America. Yeah, there's no federal tax. Some states tax it, though, Niels Hahn. What's it out there in California? Don't you have to make like a $1,500 purchase to not get taxed? Isn't that how it works? Or no, you told me you got the tax exempt, right? You got the tax exempt status. Down here in Georgia, we only get taxed on palladium and copper. But platinum, gold, and silver has no sales tax. And they're trying to get rid of capital gains tax on selling. They haven't yet, and I've never really sold enough to really get hit with that, but that'd be kind of nice. 9% under 1,500, I do. Yeah, that's what I figured. So under 50, is that all precious metals, Niels Hahn, or is that only specific ones? Is that only silver and platinum? Is that all silver, platinum, and gold? Is it only bars? Is it only coins? Or is it just 9% no matter what? Jay Colorado says, Colorado has online sales tax 3.3% on everything on eBay. Well, that's annoying, Jay Colorado. Is that the bullion dealers too, or just the eBay? Because eBay shouldn't be charging you sales tax if there's no tax on the bullion dealers. I know there's been some issues in certain states with eBay charging sales tax when they're not supposed to. Just eBay. Okay, I would maybe... Some bullion dealers. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are in Colorado, but yeah, sometimes eBay does a mess up and charges tax when they're not supposed to. So I mean, if your state is supposed to be tax exempt on precious metals, I might send an email to eBay or something letting them know. But I don't really know how all that stuff works. No tax on osmium yet. Too new of a product. That makes sense, Niels Hahn. That makes sense. That makes sense. Same with palladium and copper here in Georgia. We got sales tax because it's too new of a product. It wasn't added to the initial exemption back in the day, unfortunately. But maybe they'll add it one day. Name here. You're talking about what we left in Afghanistan. Yeah, we left a lot of stuff out there, man. It's real unfortunate. It's real kind of frustrating, right? That's got to be the biggest fumble our current president has had in his whole career as president. Was that was terrible. That was real bad. I mean, everybody was watching that like, what in the world is going on? Like, that was about as bad as it gets, I think. I'm not saying the president now has done a whole lot of good, but that's got to be the worst. On product and amount purchased. Okay, Jay, okay. Niels Hahn said, run for local office and make the law change. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. If I had the time to run for local office. I mean, it don't pay the bills being a politician on a local level. So you got to really kind of figure things out financially before you make that decision. But yeah, that would be interesting. That would be kind of nice if we could get some local politicians, the governor and our local state representatives, to push that act. Shadow work, it'll soon take a wall to mount your wall-mounted deck clock. Yeah, it will. It will, A&L. It will take a whole wall to mount the wall-mounted deck clock. Oh, does Shadowwork have one? Is that what it is? Does he have one on his wall that just slowly or quickly, I reckon, tick and tick and tick and just add up? Hey, Mr. LBS, welcome to the live stream. Thanks so much for joining us today. Gold back dollar is coming. Are you talking about bricks, Niels? You think it's going to be gold back? I've heard, I think AppMax put out a video recently talking about how that hasn't been confirmed. Has it been confirmed? Has it been confirmed? Let's see here. Let's put a poll in here. Let's see here. Let's see here. What do y'all think will be the biggest driving force for precious metals this year? Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Boom. There we go. We got a poll in the chat. Be sure to cast your votes. You buying? Niels Hahn, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, if we all just continued buying, if we could get more people on board, we really could move the market maybe a little bit. I remember the silver squeeze people were trying to run, and it didn't really work that much, but... Oh, you think America's going to back their dollar with the gold? You really think so, Niels? Do you think certain amount? Okay, Jamal. Okay. Do you think gold? Okay, gold will be the driving force. World War II, World War III. A&L futures going with the doomsday scenario. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? If there was a World War III, that would not be good, my friend. I mean, if we could somehow keep it non-nuclear, it would still be a tragedy, an absolute tragedy. We'd survive it, though, as long as we kept it non-nuclear. Many credible factors drive up metals. Yep, they do, Homestead. I agree with you. Platinum squeeze incoming. Well, that could very well happen. Especially if gold just keeps going up, man. People might turn to platinum. I don't know. I know that at least some people do that. They say, oh, I just can't afford gold anymore. 1 gram just ain't cutting it. So they'll move over to platinum. And that could really drive the price up substantially, I think. Almost like a squeeze. Crystallized osmium squeeze is on now. Well, I reckon there's not too much of that available, so that would probably be the easiest precious metal to squeeze, would be osmium. Certain industry has no choice. Yeah, I agree, Jay. I agree. They've got no choice. They got to go in and they got to buy up the metal because they need it, right? They can't go without it. It's just not going to work without that precious metal. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff going on, and we could see some interesting stuff happen this year. I mean, we got an election going on. We got political unrest in South Africa and Russia and all that good stuff. So who knows? Who knows? We don't need a gold standard. Let's just make it a platinum standard. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly, especially where platinum price is. Imagine if they did that. Oh, man. Platinum would go through the roof. That'd be insane. So Niels Hahn, let me ask you, you think we're going to go back to the gold standard? What makes you think that? Is it, do you think if the politicians, if there is a massive change in our government during this election season, do you think that's going to drive the gold price or the gold-backed dollar, or do you think it'll just happen regardless of what happens politically this year? It is the time for it in history. Ah, interesting. Okay, so simply just the time. Just the time period we're in, we're going to have to go back to the gold standard. Well, that would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool to see. That would be a very historical moment for sure. Okay, Metal Matt thinks there's not enough gold and silver to go back. Well, what if they added platinum? Metal Matt, would we have enough or still no? Let me know. What do you think? Nixon said temporary, 50 years is up. Oh, okay. Okay. I see the point you're making, Niels Hahn. That's interesting. Well, I mean, that is true. That is true. We're coming up on 50 years, or it's already up, I guess. So we could see it go back because of that fact. We could very well see that happen. For sure. That would be interesting to see. That would be very, very interesting, I think. There is a 50, 80, and 100-year cycle ending now. Interesting. Interesting. CBD-based gold standard, very possible. Okay. Okay, so a digital dollar based on the gold, or based on gold, that could be interesting. Could be an international move to a gold standard. Yeah, that's what I think too. So let me ask you this, Niels. Do you think BRICS is going to be backed by gold? Because that's what they're talking about a little bit. BRICS being backed by gold. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but it could be. So do you think that? And a lot of people are saying that's what's going to really impact the price of precious metals here soon. It will happen. No CBDC, only cash, and new SWIFT system. Commodities and gold, yes, for BRICS. Okay, okay. Interesting stuff. I really don't know why we've been off of any real commodity or gold standard on the worldwide basis for so long. How have we even done this? It's crazy. It's interesting stuff. Let's see what the poll says, or the poll results are. It looks like 79% say inflation, 7% say industry, and 14% say it's anybody's guess. Nobody thinks there's going to be a recession. Interesting. I reckon that could be the case. It seems like every year they talk about recession, but then it doesn't happen, right? So I think that's kind of interesting. Money magic, commodities and gold, yes for BRICS. Yep, money magic. 1971 was the start of a 50-year economic cycle. It's now over. Okay. So we could see a lot of interesting things happen, I reckon, this year. Because it's an election year, we got wars going on. We got our 50 years are up being off the gold standard. So we could see a lot of things happen. I think we could see a lot of things happen. I think we could see some major movement in the precious metals world, and we could see some interesting stuff occur, for sure. Let's see why we are feeling pain. Okay, so that's why you think that's why we're feeling so much pain, yeah? I mean, and spending, right? Well, I guess they kind of go hand in hand, right? Spending without spending money that's backed by anything, so just printing and creating new money really out of thin air that's just backed by the government that just continues to print. So it's a never ending cycle, really. So something's got to happen. We got to go back to the gold standard or something. But we will just have to see. We'll have to see where things unfold and things take a turn. Something's got to give. Something's definitely got to give. Right? We are realistically already in depression. Well, yeah, that very well could be. I mean, I was hearing on the news the other day that American consumer debt is highest it's been in a long, long time, which is really, really scary. I mean, when people start defaulting on all these credit cards and stuff, the banking industry is just going to have a nightmare on its hands. Absolute nightmare. It will be rough. Rough for sure. The only community that knows is the U.S. intelligence community, established 1981. Yeah, I reckon that's true. I reckon that's true, Shadowwork. You're probably right with that. You are probably correct. Babylonian money magic. I love it, Jay. I love it. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. How many people aren't concerned about this stuff? It's interesting how many people, precious metals is not even on their radar. They know nothing about it and they could care less. It's truly amazing. I guess that's how we got in the position that we're in, where we're no longer backed by gold, we're no longer backed by silver, we're no longer backed by literally anything, except the full faith and trust of the U.S. government, which I reckon is something. We have the strongest military in the world, so you don't want to mess with us, but I don't know, man. It's interesting stuff. Hey, West Texas, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it. Hey, American Stacker, welcome. Thanks for hopping in here, bud. I appreciate you stopping by. West Texas, working on a second job to buy metals. Hey, man, great approach. Get that side hustle in. Get that second job in. Buy those precious metals. Build your wealth. You know, can't go wrong with that. Cannot go wrong with that at all. And that second job will produce money for you that you'll turn into precious metals that will also produce money for you. And you'll just create yourself a little money tree going where the second job waters the tree and the precious metals produce the fruits. What's going on, American Stacker? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it. Love the American flags, my friend. True American patriot right there. Hey, Strange AZZ, welcome. What's up to you, my friend? Glad you could make it. Glad you could join our live stream. Hey, Hayden, how's it going, bud? Hey, just joined. Do you buy silver or just platinum? Well, as you can see here, I got a little bit of silver in the screen. I got gold. I got platinum. I buy everything, man. And I buy everything. So here's a funny thing. I just got a call from someone in Russia. That's the weirdest thing I've ever had in my life. I just had a phone number pop up and it said coming from Russia. Weird. I don't know, y'all. Sketchy stuff. I'm sitting here streaming. I mentioned Russia and ring ring. Somebody from Russia's calling me. Y'all better watch out, man. That's kind of sketchy, honestly. I'm looking around where I'm at right now, like somebody watching me. What in the world's going on here? Oh my gosh. But anyways, no, yeah, I buy silver, gold, and platinum, Hayden. Welcome to the live stream, my friend. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for hopping in here. So West Texas Stacker said looking at either a 1 ounce gold buffalo or a 1 ounce platinum. Ooh, both great choices, West Texas. Both great choices. Get that platinum, though. I tell you what, get that platinum. Because at these prices, it can't be beat, my friend. I mean, it's so long as you have some gold. If you don't have gold, it wouldn't be a bad idea to buy that buffalo. Metal Matt said, go back 60 years. We had silver and gold certificates, U.S. Treasury, and Federal Reserve notes. Yeah, we did. We did, Metal Matt. And you could trade those gold certificates and silver certificates for actual gold and actual silver. Now you can just trade the paper for more paper. That's all you get. That's all the bank has. So, yeah, definitely interesting to see, and definitely an interesting approach. And it's amazing how people were just so okay with us getting rid of the gold certificates and silver certificates. It's crazy. Picked up a couple gold 1 ounce buffaloes and a 50 pesos. Wow, incredible, American Stacker. That 50 pesos is a gorgeous coin, man. It's awesome. I want to get a 50 pesos again one of these days soon because I love those gold coins. They're so cool. More than an ounce of gold in one single coin. That is just awesome. Yep, Metal Matt, you're correct. A lot of different paper currency. Now just garbage. Buy real money. Yep. Buy real money. That's what this stuff is. This stuff is real, and the paper is just paper. That's all it is, and that's all it ever will be, unless they do end up going back to the gold standard. Gold is cheap, silver is cheaper, platinum is the cheapest. I agree, Cal. I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It's unfortunate you got to pay VAT on platinum, but yeah, Cal, platinum is the cheapest metal right now. I think so too. Hey, Metal Matt dropping the Platinum Eagle and Platinum Beast logo. Thanks, Metal Matt. So you could take 84 silver dollars and get 1 ounce gold, meaning gold was $84 an ounce. Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe not. It is interesting when you look at it like that. It used to be what? 20 Morgans would get you a double eagle. So something's not adding up here. If I'm being honest, something's really, really not adding up. If 20 Morgans could get you a double eagle, people don't really think about it like that, but that's what it used to be. Platinum is the king of precious metals. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Niels Hahn. I am right there with you. Platinum is the king. That is a very unpopular opinion and a very not common opinion. But that's what I think. Should I be buying silver coins right now or just bars and rounds? Thinking about buying some 2024 silver coins like Maples, Philharmonics, and Britannias. Well, Hayden, I really like the $30 price limit. So right now, unless you can find coins under $30 an ounce, I would say stick to the rounds and bars for now. Maybe silver goes up, and if that is the case, hey, you still bought those silver rounds and bars, so you're good. But if it goes down, you're still below $30 dollar cost averaging. So that's what I would say buy right now, and that's what I would buy if I were buying silver right now, would be rounds and bars. Unless I could find coins below $30 an ounce, I would stick to the rounds and the bars. Yeah, they should think like that, Niels Hahn. I agree. Check out the price of rhodium and what it was in 2021. Yeah, that was nuts. American Stacker. And what's funny is Uncle Sal, Salivate Metals, he had a rhodium bar at the all-time high. And he called up Money Metals and he said, will y'all actually buy this? And they said, yeah, we will. We got buyers lined up. And he didn't sell it, unfortunately. And he should have, because he would have made out like an absolute crazy bandit. But he didn't do it. He held on to it, and he's probably regretting it a little bit, but maybe not at the same time, because I think he got it for a pretty decent deal. Yeah, that's true, Shadow Work. The U.S. Mint does agree. Platinum Eagles have the highest denomination value relative to their weight, right? This platinum 1/10 ounce has $10. The platinum or the gold 1/10 ounce has $5. So you just tell me why that is. Interesting stuff. So interesting. Just bought 7 American Silver Eagles and a Dos Pesos gold coin. Very nice, West Texas. Very great pickups, my friend. That is awesome. Awesome addition to your stack. Very, very cool for sure. Congratulations on those pickups. Congress would probably agree due to the unique authority they've been given with platinum. I think so too, Shadow Work. I think so too. I think it has its own unique purpose in the government, right? And they look at it as a different sort of metal than silver and gold. They were talking about making that $1 trillion platinum coin a while back. And yeah, why platinum? Why not gold? Why not silver, right? Why not paper? I mean, realistically, if they're just going to print money on paper, why not make $1 trillion paper bill? I don't know. I think they see platinum as something unique. Vermilion Enterprises has the best prices on all metals and platinum. Vermilion Enterprises. Okay, we'll keep that in mind for our next purchase. Hayden, the premiums have gone down some. What did Hayden say? Oh, our Silver Eagle's worth buying right now with high premiums. Yeah, the premiums have gone down, Hayden, but again, you can't get them below $30. So I don't know, man. That's a tough one for me. You can get them for about $3 or $4 over spot, maybe $5. So not too bad, but I don't know. I just have a tough time buying silver over 30 right now. Now, maybe silver goes above 30, and then 40 will be the new floor or high. But right now, we're still below $30 an ounce, so I'd like to pick up silver below $30 an ounce, if possible, if that makes sense. What price will I sell platinum? Hey, Big Dog McGraw, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could pop in here and join us today. Big Dog McGraw, what price will I sell platinum? Well, I don't really know, man. If it doubles gold, that would be very tempting. If we get back to that double the price of gold, or even higher than double the price of gold, that would be extremely, extremely tempting. I gotta admit. I mean, I really couldn't resist probably at that point, at least selling some of it. I'll probably never sell all of it. I'll probably hold on to a lot for as long as I can, but maybe I would sell some of it at that price for gold. I don't really know. It would just kind of depend. It would kind of depend a little bit where all the rest of the economy in the world and the precious metals are. But that's just what I think, personally, is when I would sell the platinum. So, yeah. Plan on trading 1 ounce of platinum for 2 ounce gold. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's probably what I would do too, Niels Hahn, if the opportunity presented itself. I would probably trade an ounce of platinum for 2 ounces of gold. That would just be too sweet of a deal. Let's take another look at the poll here. Looks like what will be the biggest driving forces for precious metals? 59% say inflation. 9% say recession. Well, it's moving around a little bit. Somebody's swapping back and forth. 4% say industry, and 26% say it's anybody's guess. So that's some interesting results. A lot of people think inflation is just going to drive the precious metals. That seems to be the majority vote. Obviously, everyone's opinion is going to be a little different, but it's interesting that inflation seems to be the number one. Let's see here. So that's kind of interesting. And personally, I mean, I haven't seen anything promising saying inflation is going to stop regardless of the election outcome this year. I mean, obviously, I have the person in mind that I'm going to vote for, but I don't know that inflation really even stops no matter who wins, because I just think we're just in such a place right now that regardless of who wins, we have needs in this country, and the GDP is just not going to provide for it. Not without us really scaling back quite a bunch and a lot of people ending up in some interesting positions. American Secker, no, I've never hunted $50 boxes. I don't know. I've just always felt kind of weird going to a bank and asking them to order me $50 and stuff. I guess if I built a good enough relationship or something, I maybe could do that, but I've never gone that route or done that. I also think that most of the silver's been picked through, so I don't know how much that is really worth my time personally. I know a lot of people still do it though, and it seems like a fun little hobby, but it does seem like something that I would probably choose to do something else instead. All right. Metal Matt said, after today's live stream, check out Salivate Metal. He dropped a video on platinum. I know, and I commented on that video, Metal Matt. So yeah, so I commented on that video. That's a good little video he posted about platinum. I'm glad him and other big boys on YouTube are talking about platinum. Not a lot do. A lot of them stick to gold and silver, but good old Uncle Sal, he's a platinum stacker and palladium stacker and even a rhodium stacker. So he's a pretty cool guy. He's got to be my favorite big boy YouTube stacker channel. All right. Niels Hahn said, I plan on trading. Yep, 2 ounces of gold. Indeed, indeed. Vote for Niels Hahn, President of the United States of America. For sure, Niels Hahn, for sure. We'll have to vote for you. We'll have to throw your hat in the ring. Well, I'll have to write you in, right? You just see Niels Hahn scroll across the screen when you're watching the TV to see who won. That'd be hilarious. Niels Hahn, 10% of the vote in the state of California. Pennies are fun. Silver has mostly been gone through. My dad's bank says tellers are going through them now. Yeah, that makes sense, Michael Lideker. That makes sense. Pennies are fun because you can find some wheat still. You can find a lot of coppers. There's still some value to be had in the pennies. And copper is actually performing pretty well, and it seems like it's just going to keep going up relative to its price point. So we'll probably see the copper penny sort of start to leave circulation more and more as the years go on. So if you want a box hunt or you want a coin roll hunt, definitely do pennies. That's probably what I would end up doing if I did go and buy a box of pennies or something. But I don't know. Just interesting. That would be fun to me. I might end up doing that. Who knows? What'd he say? What did Big Dog say? Or Big Dog, what did who say? Are you talking about oh wow, we got our flashlight on. Are you talking about Salivate Metals? What did Salivate Metals say? Well, he said buy platinum, essentially. That's pretty much what he said. You're not sold out. Yep, Niels Hahn is not a sold out person. He's not bought by the big boys and these massive companies and donors and stuff. He's not a sellout. He is a true American patriot, and he would do this country justice. So vote Niels Hahn 2024. To you, who has the best deals on platinum and metals in your opinion? American Stacker, that's tough to narrow down. I really think it just kind of depends on what you're looking for and what your needs are. I think Liberty Coin typically has the best price on 1/10 ounces. But if you're going 1 ounce, I think SD Bullion a lot of the times has real good pricing. Hero Bullion I really like for unique stuff that pops up every now and again. They buy precious metals from people, and sometimes they have some unique stuff that they're just looking for a quick flip on that is pretty low mintage or rare. And so it really kind of depends on what you're looking for. I think all the dealers at some point have reasonable deals on precious metals and platinum specifically. Yeah, Niels Hahn, I know you'll make platinum money. I know you will. That'd be so interesting. Man, if we backed our dollar with platinum, the world leader backing its money with platinum, that would be something. A lot of people were talking about when El Salvador made like Bitcoin the national currency or something like that. But El Salvador is kind of a dump of a country. No offense to anyone from El Salvador, but yeah, that wasn't that big of a deal to me. I think that was kind of blown out of proportions. But if someone like America backed their money with something, that could really change a whole lot in whatever it was they were backing the money in. In 2020, it cost them in a dime to make a nickel. Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, nickels are a decent purchase right now, too. They got a decent amount of copper in them, and they're a decent size, so that wouldn't be a bad thing to have, like a box of nickels just laying around to hold on to for the years to come. That'd be kind of interesting, I think. Vermilion and Coin Huskers are always impressing you for price. Yeah, Homestead, I'll have to check them out. Vermilion Enterprises. Let's see here. Let's see. Vermilion Enterprises. Vermilion Enterprises. Oh, they're the dealer down in Florida, right? Yeah. I know about them. For sure. Yeah, I'll have to check out their pricing and stuff. Compare and contrast them to other dealers. Because that could be an interesting little video. LLC just said crypto cannot be leveraged like money. That ends crypto. Yeah, I think so too. It's just way too volatile. Doesn't make any sense to make crypto into actual money. Another thing I find interesting about crypto is the money aspect as far, well, it seems to change definitions over time. Some people at some point were saying it's a replacement for money. It can be used as money. Then it became too volatile, but it was going up in value compared to the dollar. And so people were saying, oh, it's the digital gold. And then it was going down and they're like, oh, now it's like just a means of transactions, or I don't know. It seems like it just changes its definition as what type of investment vehicle it is over time. And I'm like, anything that changes its mind about its own personality that often is kind of questionable in my opinion. Although I know a lot of people have made money off of it, so can't blame people for doing that. I am almost positive I get the best price when I buy platinum. I know you do, Niels Hahn. I'm jealous. You get that spot price platinum, man. That is crazy stuff. Spot price platinum. Unheard of. Unreal. For sure. Unheard of to get platinum at spot. That is just crazy. Crazy stuff. Platinum guru. Yep, Niels Hahn, you are the platinum guru. You really are. You really are. You are one of the few. One of the few who is always telling people to buy platinum. Okay, Vermilion buys platinum 1 ounce spot plus 100 and sells spot plus 150. Well, that's not a bad trade-off right there, honestly. I am almost positive I get the best price when I buy platinum. Yep. I get platinum at spot or $30 above spot. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Impala Mines is lowering production on platinum by. Yeah, I've heard a lot of mines are cutting it off, Niels Hahn. I've heard a lot of mines are closing down and just throwing in the towel really because the price isn't making it worth it. It's hard to mine platinum when it comes out of the ground. It's worth less than it costs to take out of the ground. So, I mean, I don't blame them. But that's only going to do good things for us physical investors, I think. Are they going to ever put platinum back as a main precious metal in catalytic converters? You know, that's what a lot of people have been talking about. Big Dog. Is they already made the switch, right? That's the idea. That's what people think has dropped the price of palladium. And it makes sense on two fronts. One, palladium reached a price that was way too high to continue to use it in catalytic converters. And then two, 80% of the world's palladium is mined in a country that's currently at war and has sanctions put against it left and right. So it doesn't make sense to continue using palladium from that front either. So it makes sense that they would switch back to platinum. But realistically, where most of the world's platinum's mined is in kind of turmoil as well. So we could just see some real crazy stuff happen in 2024, I think. But we'll just have to wait and see how that all unfolds. Because it could get real interesting, I think. Palladium was what the car industry is using right now. Sorry. Oh, so you don't think they've swapped, Niels Hahn? They run on 10-year contracts. Okay. But when did that 10-year contract start, Niels Hahn? I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you're probably right, honestly. But when did that 10-year contract start? Because let's see when the price of palladium really started to climb here. Let me look at the charts. Looks like roughly 2018 it started to take off. So if it truly is a 10-year contract, it would be 2028 when that died down. But if it started back in 2010, we're past the 10-year contract. So maybe they re-upped it. They are in the 7th year of using palladium. Ah, interesting, Niels Hahn. So they started back in 2017. That makes sense. That's where you see it start to climb up. Okay. So we've got 3 years left. Second. Wait, 7th or 7th? Second. Because Niels Hahn, palladium reached like $3,000 an ounce back in, 2021, it was pretty good. But it also reached 2720 in 2020. So that's 4 years ago. What happened 4 years ago if it wasn't the auto manufacturers that sent it to 2720? If what you're saying is they're on their second year. You made a video on it. I'll have to check it out. No one expected China to crash the platinum price. Ah, interesting. Interesting stuff. Where is that? Palladium is what the code. Number 1, unit of account. Number 2, medium of exchange. Number 3, store of value. Ah, okay, shadow work. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was every 3 years the auto manufacturers swap palladium and platinum. Could be. I don't really know. I guess I'm not that well versed in that industry to really make a judgment or say what I think or don't think of where it's or how it works, I guess. I don't know how the auto manufacturers decide what they're going to use. Geopolitical trumps company contracts. Okay, interesting stuff. Okay. Well, that makes sense. That kind of makes things interesting. So let me ask you this, Niels Hahn. Why the dramatic decrease of palladium? Or did you mean to say China crashed palladium price? Because why has palladium's price crashed? If we're still using it in the auto manufacturers and they haven't swapped, what's the driving force behind that, you think? Just simply the war in the east? The Northeast? Or do you think it's something else? Tesla. You think it's Tesla, Jay? You think electric cars? Really? You think electric cars... I don't know about all that, man. I think about 1% to 2% maybe of consumers are actually buying electric cars. So I don't think we're at a point where that makes a drastic impact. 2013, South Africa joined BRICS. So you think that sent the price of palladium up, Niels Hahn? Or why are you mentioning that, I guess? That is one theory, though, Jay. A lot of people think electric cars are going to take over and ruin the price of platinum and palladium, or at least impact it in some way or another. Could be interesting. People aren't commuting anymore. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. A lot of people are working from home ever since 2020, and a lot of people don't feel the need to commute or have a car or at least drive their car as much. So I guess that's one thing we can look at and kind of determine. But yeah. Hydrogen biodiesel is the next engine. Tesla already has one for sale. What? They do? I don't know that I've heard that, Niels Hahn. Tesla already has a hydrogen biodiesel for sale. Let's see here. Y'all are just throwing me some interesting stuff that I hadn't heard yet. Musk calls hydrogen fuel cells stupid. Well. Or are you talking about SpaceX, Niels Hahn? Are you talking about their space exploration? Because I'm not so sure. Oh. Elon Musk's insane new Tesla hydrogen car. Hmm. Interesting. Wow, Elon, wait a minute. Elon Musk announces Tesla will switch to hydrogen in 2024? What? Hmm. Wow. There's some interesting stuff. I'll have to do more research on this stuff because I thought Tesla and Elon Musk was a big sort of poo-pooer, if you will, on hydrogen. That is interesting. Yeah, I know Tesla's been or not Tesla, Toyota's been a big backer of the hydrogen fuel cell stuff. So they've put out some interesting stuff and interesting vehicles. Um, but yeah, so I know Tesla's done some cool stuff in the past, and they definitely would be a driving force for hydrogen if they did decide to go that route. Yep, I think buy platinum now too, Niels Hahn. I think so too. Big Dog McGraw, Platinum 2024. Yes, indeed. EVs are going to be forgotten. I think so too, Homestead. I don't think they're going to last. I think it's going to die off. We're already seeing people not buying all these electric cars they're putting out. The Ford Lightning, the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Teslas. I mean, people just aren't buying these things like they thought they would. It's really a vehicle class for the super wealthy that just have the money to spend and really don't care about much else. I don't think the majority of people buy electric cars because of the environment. I think they like maybe not having to go to the gas station. Maybe they have a short commute. Maybe they just want the coolest thing and they have the means to buy it, drive it for a couple years because it's cool and hip, and then they sell it and they don't really care about loss or anything. So that's really the clientele that are buying these things, I think. They're not the guy who's buying it for it to last 10 years, right? I mean, maybe there's one or two people like that, but I'm not really seeing it. Yeah, I like hydrogen too. I also like natural gas too. I'm surprised the natural gas vehicles didn't take off either. That was surprising to me because that actually makes a lot of sense. And I don't know why they didn't take off the way people thought they might. All right, we've been going for about an hour and 2.5 minutes here, so we'll probably make it an hour and a half long stream tonight. But I appreciate y'all for stopping by. Do me a favor and hit that like button if you haven't already. Really helps me out a whole bunch. All right, Homestead, you headed out. Well, glad you could make it to the live stream, my friend. Thanks for hopping in here and joining us today. I do appreciate you and all of y'all for joining, especially y'all that show up pretty much every live stream I have. I really appreciate that. It's really cool to see y'all join. Even when I post these things so infrequently and sometimes without much notice at all, y'all always hop on and chat with me, and it really means a lot to me. So yeah. But natural gas, hydrogen, yeah, both of those really should have taken off more than they should have. Yes, sir. Y'all be good, guys. Yeah, you too, big dog. Hey, Frank Rod, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining us today. I don't know if you've joined us yet, if this is your first live stream with the Platinum Beast, but thank you. Frank Rod, you said, when will the 2024 Platinum Eagles... You know, Frank Rod, that's anyone's guess. There's a lot of speculation revolving around the fact that the U.S. Mint might not be putting out 2024 Platinum Eagles. They might just do the Platinum Proofs. They're saying that they might cancel the business strike and leave it solely to the Platinum Proof strike. So, yeah, the proof is out, no more business strikes. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I think it could always change. The U.S. Mint could always throw us a curveball with some extra platinum they have laying around or something. But we'll just have to wait and see, Frank Rod. But if you're able to find a deal on a backdated Eagle, I'd say pick it up just for old time's sake, because they'll probably become harder and harder to find if that is true that they've been canceled. But we'll just have to wait and see. But thanks for joining the live stream, Frank Rod. I appreciate you hopping in here, my friend. I really, really do. And I appreciate all of y'all for hopping in. For sure, for sure. All right. Let's see here. But I'll have to do more research on the Tesla hydrogen vehicle because that's gonna send platinum price up for sure. I mean, that'll be just stupid crazy for platinum. That'd be a great reason to buy and reason for the metal to really go up in price, I think. All right. I'll keep you updated. All right. Yeah, definitely do, Niels Hahn. Keep us updated. Let us know about Tesla and their hydrogen endeavors because we definitely want to know about that. If that does actually come to fruition, that could mean some really interesting stuff for platinum. I think the Platinum Eagle premiums will continue. Yeah, I think they will too, Jay, especially if they quit making them, man. Because once they're in people's hands that aren't going to sell them, you know, they're going to become more and more scarce, only driving the price up. It's the simple supply and demand of economics. You know, you can't deny low supply, high demand. And America is one of the biggest stacking countries in the world. So, you know there's always going to be demand. It's one of the most populated countries in the world. It's the third largest by land, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I'm right on that. Maybe it's just third largest by population. I don't know. But we're one of the biggest on both fronts. So Platinum Eagles will always be popular. Hey, Mando Perth Stacker, welcome to the live stream. Man, we had people from Germany. We had people from the South, the North, the West, the Midwest. And now we have someone all the way around the world, Australia. And look, I even have a koala and kookaburra all the way from Australia. So how about that? Oh, man. Hey, Mando, let me ask you a question. I know people say you find kookaburras all over the place. They're like finches in America. But how often do you see a koala? Are they only in like rainforest type places or are they just in your backyard? Are they only in certain places or are they everywhere? I know kangaroos can kind of end up being everywhere, kind of like bears in America. They could end up in your backyard, especially if you live in the mountains. But what about koala bears? Where do they live? Do they live only in one place or are they everywhere? Niels Hahn said, oh, wow, those are great. Well, thank you, Mando. I bet you have an awesome Perth stack. I bet you got a nice little Perth collection being from Australia. So I bet yours outdoes mine, my friend. But I'm glad to have some Australia coins in my stack. Y'all's mint puts out literally the best stuff in the world, and y'all have just one of the best mints known to man. But thank you. Niels Hahn said, Clean Air Energy invests in it. The next world-leading platinum miner, a Canadian company. Okay, yeah. Batteries equals dead weight. I think so too, Shadowwork. That's a main driving force against electric cars. Those batteries add weight. Trucking companies and people who use their vehicles for more than just hauling themselves don't want that extra weight that's just going to lower overall ability to go places. I mean, I don't see a world where electric cars, unless batteries become the size of just so astronomically small, that trucking companies, they just can't afford to give up that weight. They'd rather go through the weigh station almost on empty with gas and weigh just right at their maximum weight so they can haul as much as possible, and those batteries are just a whole bunch of dead weight. Mando, you said koalas are certain parts, but yes, can be close to people. Interesting, Mando. Now, are they mean or are they nice? Are you supposed to stay away or can you go like pet them and they don't really care? Like, because I've heard they're kind of mean, honestly. Like, I've heard koalas are mean. Even though they're cute looking and stuff, I've heard they're like not nice bears. I've also heard they're very lazy and they sleep a lot and they eat bamboo all day long. Kind of like the Chinese panda. I've heard the pandas are so lazy that they're going extinct, not because of any human intervention, but because they just are too lazy to actually procreate. Hey, Twitch Radio, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Good afternoon to you, too. It's actually pretty much nighttime here down in the southeast United States, about at 8 o'clock at night. But glad you could make it, Twitch Radio. Glad you could join us. That's why they call them drop bears. Ah, drop bears. Interesting. Because they fall asleep and fall off the tree or what, Twitch Radio? They are killers, says Niels Hahn. LOL, the Tesla car battery has just found to weigh half what it was supposed to. LOL. Wow, that's crazy. They are killers. Vampires of Australia. Ah, so they're nocturnal too, huh? They'll get you while you're sleeping. Watch out for them koalas. Yeah, but look at this mama koala on this coin, man. Carrying her little baby. I mean, so cute. You just want to pet the little koala. You just want to say, hello, koala. How are you doing today? And then it bites your face off. The older males in the wild have more agitation traits. Ah, interesting, Mando. Interesting stuff. E means empty. I mean, I guess full of air maybe, but a lot lighter than a dead battery. Yeah, very true. Very true, Shadowwork. Twitch Radio says koalas are called drop bears because of the fictional Australian folklore myth that drop bears are predatory, carnivorous versions of koalas that drop out of trees to attack. Jeez. Jeez, what a wild folklore tale, man. Oh my goodness. They ought to make a movie about that. Like over here in America, we got Sharknado. And over there in Australia, they got the Curse of the Drop Bears. Y'all are crazy, man. I tell you what. But if you got some water on a hot day, they will love you. Ah, you need to give them some water. They come attacking you and you just whip out a bottle of water and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be nice to you. Thanks for the water. The koalas are sweet animals. Okay, are they sweet or are they vicious? I don't really know, Niels Hahn. Mando lives over there, so he'd probably know. I don't know, man. They look sweet on the coin. They look like sweet little bears. I also heard they're not even bears, right? Aren't they they're marsupials, right? They're not even a bear. We shouldn't even be calling them bears, right? There's something else. I guess they look like a bear, though. A little bit. Australia has... I would totally go see that movie. Yeah, right? Like, Curse of the Drop Bears. Oh, my gosh. That'd be hilarious. All these koala bears just dropping out of the trees to attack people. Oh, Lord. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, like, kangaroos can be... Yeah, oh, my... Did y'all see that, that video of... Oh yeah, do koala bears like honey? Are they like Pooh Bear? I don't really know, but yeah, they're marsupials. Yep. No, but what was it? Somebody said something. What'd they say? Don't want to play with that kind of thing, if that makes sense. They're nice, but a wild one you don't want to play with. I gotcha. So they can be vicious, but they're not like too bad. I'm sure if you tried to steal a mama's baby, it would get upset with you. But yeah. What was it? Kangaroos can be deadly. Oh, yeah. Did y'all see that video of that guy? There was a kangaroo messing with either a guy's kid or his dog or something. And the guy went over there and just squared up with the kangaroo and, like, jacked the kangaroo in the face. And the kangaroo was just sitting there looking like, yeah, his dog. And the kangaroo was just sitting there looking like, did this guy really just jack me in the face? Like, what even just happened? Oh my gosh. Yeah, platypus coin would be cool. Wait, what about them, Mando? Are they vicious? Will they bite you? They have a bill like a duck, but they have teeth, don't they? I think they have teeth, if I'm not mistaken, platypus. But are they vicious or are they just like kind of chill? Are they more like a fish that you can just like swim with? Or if you see one while you're swimming, you want to get out of the water? Is it one of those kind of situations? Man, Australia has the most diverse population of animals. It's crazy. It's crazy how diverse the animals are in Australia. I mean, it's really something. They just have some of the most unique ecosystem known to mankind. One of the Howling movies had marsupial werewolves. Wow. That's crazy, Frank Rod. I'll have to check that out. Their two back feet have nasty claws. Ah, interesting. Yeah, I could imagine that. I can imagine that. They use their tail to stand on when they attack with their two back legs. Man, that is just wild. Wild animal, man. That is just crazy how that exists with all those unique traits. It's like some mashup. It's really, really interesting. Hey, Christopher Reed, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, bud. Good evening to you too, my friend. Good evening, good evening. I mean, I used to play with gators back in the Florida growing up, so don't trust what I say. Oh man, have y'all seen that Florida Everglades guy on YouTube? I've seen him lately. He's like, "Hi guys, I'm in the Florida Everglades, and I'm just like riding on the back of an alligator, basically." It's insane. And then every once in a while, he'll come across a Florida Everglade crocodile, and man, I didn't know those things could roar like a dinosaur. I knew they were dinosaurs, like alligators and crocodiles, but I didn't know they could roar like a dinosaur. I mean, he was playing with this one crocodile, and it was just like, rah, like just an absolute ferocious dinosaur yelling at him. It was crazy. Pensacola, Florida. Yep, Pensacola. I'm sure they got alligators down there. I grew up in foster care, going from different city to different city, but mainly St. Cloud and Kissimmee. From what I used to go to Sebastian Inlet a lot for fishing. Well, that's cool. Twitch Radio. Are you still down in Florida, or are you off in some other place at this point? Cause that's cool. I like Florida as a state, man. I'd like to live there one day, maybe. The Carolina coast is my favorite, but Florida's probably my second. Christopher Reed said, on Friday, I picked up 250-gram Valcambi from SD Bullion. Wow, that's incredible, Christopher Reed. Congratulations on that substantial pickup. For $3,100. First platinum bars. Very cool, Christopher Reed. Awesome, awesome pickup, my friend. Solid, solid purchase. Australia has some weird critters. Yeah, they do, Neil-san. Yeah, they do. Shadowwork said something about the platypus makes them venomous. Something with their tail, or maybe their sweat. I can't remember. Yeah, I could see that being a thing, for sure. Yeah, worked at Gatorland for about a year and wrestling them back in the 90s. Wow, Gatorland. Now that's epic, Twitch Radio. That is epic, epic stuff, man. That's cool. That's a real neat story. Niels Hahn said, Twitch Radio. Yep. Good afternoon, Beast, all the regulars. Hey, Loper Painter, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it out here tonight to the live stream. Glad you could join us, my friend. We're probably going to wrap it up about 8:30 tonight, y'all. But I appreciate y'all joining in, and we'll keep it going for another 5 or 6 minutes here. But I know Guido is going to have his live stream going probably, and some other people, so we'll probably wrap it up about 8:30. But thanks, y'all, for joining. I do appreciate it. Hey, Delance, welcome to the live stream. I think this might be the first live stream you've hopped in here, so thank you. I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. I really, really do. No, I'm not from St. Cloud. I'm from Atlanta. I'm down here in Atlanta, or I reckon if you're in Florida, I'm up here in Atlanta. But yeah, I'm in Atlanta. But we were just talking about Florida and stuff. Some people in the chat are from Florida, so that's why we were talking about that. Oh wow, you went from corner to corner, Twitch. That's a long journey. Washington State. Stayed up here after exiting the military, plus software engineer, now well retired, and this is where our work was. Ah, gotcha. Well, that's cool, Twitch. Neat. That's really, really cool. You've been all over the place, it sounds like. So that's cool stuff, my friend. But yeah, we used to jump off local bridges to scare the gators off so we could go swimming. That's funny, Niels Hahn. You know, a lot of people say gators are this like dangerous, ferocious animal that will attack you. But if you could jump off the bridges just to scare them away, they can't be that bad, right? Is all the rumors true? Or is it just you got to be a little bit smart? You don't want to go standing in their mouth, but they're pretty easy to frighten off. Or were you just a wild rebel back in the day? Is that what it was? Because we got a lot of wild rebels down here in the South who just ain't going to take nothing from nobody, including no gators. We used to jump off. Yep. St. Cloud is what my main spot for the last spot I lived. Ah, gotcha, Twitch Radio. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. Got a kilogram of ruthenium. What's your email? I'll send you a picture. Ah, Loper Painter, very nice. Here, I'll pop it in the chat for you. I'll put my email in the chat, and anybody that wants to email me can email me here. But it's platinumbeast9995 at gmail.com. So that's my email. I don't know if you can click it. Can you click it? Maybe not. But that's my email. It's also in the description of this video and all my videos. So you can send me an email there if you'd like. Loper Painter. Can't wait to see that kilogram of ruthenium, man. Yeah, when the money backed by gold again, prices will rise to unaffordable prices. I think so too, DeLance. I really do. I think so too. That'll be some interesting stuff for sure. Who knows? Maybe they'll actually make some coins meant for circulation, like $1,000 gold. Like back in the day when gold was like $1, what was it? $2.50 coins, quarter eagles, half eagles, double eagles, whole eagles. You know, maybe they'll do that again, but it'll be like $1,000, $2,500, $5,000 gold coins. I know they don't like doing high denomination because of money laundering, but realistically, I mean, you can money launder with what precious metals are available anyways, so I don't see that as being a modern day reason as to why they wouldn't do that. But that would be interesting if they did. If you could go to a bank with $1,000 and get like a quarter eagle or something, be kind of cool. What types of platinum are famous in the North American region? Well, Mando, eagles are the most popular. They demand the most premium. You know, Perth mint stuff is pretty popular. Overall, I know a lot of people stack Perth mint. Royal mints, Britannias and stuff, that's pretty popular. Canadian mint's pretty popular. I'd say South African mint is probably the least popular, but I mean, you can get that stuff. And Mexico doesn't really mint much platinum, so that's not a valid source. I don't know who else makes platinum coins that's really that popular in America. But pretty much your standard countries that make a lot of bullion are the most popular in America. Eagles are the most popular, though, demanding premium-wise. So that's what I would say is the most popular. You have to be in tune with what's going on around you. That's why people from Florida are so jumpy. That makes sense, Twitch Radio. That makes sense. Christopher Reed said, what are your thoughts about breaking the Volcambi bars out of the plastic? Well, you know, I can't bring myself to do it. I leave all of my bars in plastic. But, I mean, that's not a bad approach, Christopher Reed. I mean, realistically, it doesn't lower the value too much. A lot of people will tell you, oh, I won't buy it if it's not in the plastic. But platinum's really impossible to fake. So you know it's platinum. It's very easy to verify. So, I mean, you can do it, you can not do it. I leave that up to you, my friend. But I won't say I'm not tempted to break it out of the assay, especially like a bigger bar, like a 50 grammer. That'd be kind of cool to hold in your hand as a raw platinum bar. So I say go for it if you want to. I don't think it decreases the value too much. Looks like Metal Matt said the Swiss have a $1,000 note, and I think there is a $500 euro for high denominated currency. Interesting, Metal Matt. Interesting stuff. I mean, I know when you get into Asian countries like Japan, I think their yen is like thousands and thousands for our dollar or something. So I know they have like 5,000 yen note, 10,000 yen note and stuff. So that's interesting stuff, though. That'd be cool, though, if America did go back to the gold standard, if they actually started making their actual physical money out of gold again. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I got a double eagle Twitch radio. I have a double eagle. It's a St. Gaudens MS64 I got for $2,100 maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. Pretty solid little deal, I think, especially with the increase in spot price. But yeah, I got a gold double eagle. That's my only pre-33 gold, though. I need to get some more. I'd like to have some more. Yeah, the 1/10 ounce coins from Britain are one of the best deals in platinum, especially for fractional. You know, you can't really go wrong with them. But yeah, that's a solid play, too. Yeah, you play with your platinum. They're good at poker. Yeah, Niels Hahn, I bet. I bet. Oh, and I didn't know you knew a lot about platinum, Niels Hahn. I didn't know that at all. I thought you were clueless on the matter. I'm just kidding. 155 yen equals $1. Yep, that makes sense. I knew it was a high number. I knew it was pretty high. British Shane, yeah, is how I spell it. But I really like 5 gram bars. but I've been very hesitant to buy anything that's not meant to buy a government. Yeah, that makes sense, Twitch Radio. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, we've reached 8:30 at night, and we've been going for about almost an hour and a half here. It actually looks like we've been going for about 85 minutes, so we'll make it an even hour and a half. We'll go for another 5 minutes. Why not? Can't really hurt anything. And I'm having a good time talking with y'all. British, ain't ya? Yeah. For the longest time, I called it the, oh man, Metal Matt. Platinum B Squad. Member for 2 months. Wait a minute. I'm kind of confused. What happened there? Did you join the Platinum B Squad? Or did you rejoin it? Is that what happened? I don't really know. Or were you just, or is that just like a notating you? Either way, thank you, Metal Matt, for being a Platinum B Squad member for 2 months. Oh man, Metal Matt dropping $5 super chat. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you, Metal Matt. I can't tell you how much that I appreciate that, my friend. That is so kind of you. You did not have to do that. I know I'm just wrapping up the stream and you just wanted to get it in there, but thank you so much, man. That means a lot. That means a lot, truly. The fact that y'all donate money to my channel, that's super, super cool, Metal Matt. Thank you so much. Truly. So, thank you. Do you have a channel, Metal Matt? Let me see here. Do you have a channel, or are you... Great talk tonight. Well, thank you, Metal Matt. That means a lot to me, man. It really, really does. Let's see here. Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you? Okay, no. You don't really post much, but that's all right. Thank you so much, Metal Matt. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Niels Hahn. I appreciate you saying that, man. Fan, no channel from me. Well, that's all right, Metal Matt. I appreciate you. I was going to help you out and try to get some people to go over to your channel if you did have some content. But regardless, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you for being a member of the channel. And you too, Shadow Work, and all of y'all who are members of the channel. Really helps me out, you know, providing y'all content. It really keeps me going quite a bit. So thank you, truly. Yeah, thank you, Twitch Radio. You have a great night as well, my friend. We'll probably wrap it up here just in another 2.5 minutes, maybe. Make it an even hour and a half. But once again, thanks all of y'all who show up day in and day out, comment on all my videos, join all my live streams, you know, like all my videos. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know, and it really is what keeps me going. You know, it's been real fun being back on YouTube. The community support has been unmatched. I mean, it's been even better than when I left. So truly thanks all of y'all, for sure, for sure. But hopefully we'll see some interesting stuff. Oh, thank you, Silver Austere Privateer. Thank you for subbing to the channel. Yeah, I'm glad you found me too, man. I'm glad you found me too. Be sure to check out my other videos I've posted. I post a lot, and I try to do live streams at least once a week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. It really just kind of depends. But thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you were able to find me. So yeah. But thanks again, all of y'all. Truly, the support has just been so great. Ever since I've been back on YouTube, I've been having a great old time. And, you know, y'all super chatting and y'all joining the membership. And y'all just simply showing up, really, at the end of the day, is what keeps me going. So thank you. I appreciate all of y'all. And welcome, LJ Silver, Austere Privateer. Yep. I've seen some of the Mexican Gold in other videos. Ah, okay. Very cool, LJ. Very cool. Glad you were able to find me from some of the Mexican videos. Those are always popular videos on my channel for some reason. People must really like the gold and silver in Mexican, because I constantly get views on those videos from years ago even, which is kind of interesting to see. So that must mean that they're popular, to say the least. Add music on my channel, some radio stuff, and starting to do EDC stuff, and may showcase my coin collection sometime next week or 2. Ah, very cool, Twitch Radio. I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out for sure. Thanks for letting me know that, so I can go and check out your channel and see what you got going on. Very cool stuff nonetheless. Yeah, and definitely showcase your stuff. Hopefully, I got some emails from some of y'all, maybe showcasing some cool stuff that I can, who knows, maybe share on the channel. But with all that being said, we're closing in on an hour and a half here. No worries, Twitch Radio. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for joining. Stack Libertads, gold and silver. Very nice, LJ. Very nice. Well, we're going to wrap it up here. We've been live streaming for about an hour and a half here. And we've been going real strong, real hard. But I'm going to give it a break here. But once again, thanks everybody for joining the live stream. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out if you haven't already. If you're on the cell phone, you just hold the screen, hit the like button, or you hit the three dots in the top right-hand corner. If you're on the computer, the like button's down below. Once again, thanks all of y'all for joining and hopping in the live stream and hanging out with me today, tonight, wherever you're at, whatever time it is. I appreciate it. Truly, truly do. Thanks to all of my loyal followers and viewers and all that good stuff. And I guess with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.